guys, I'm going to the theatre later with my husband to go see a friend in Hamlet at the Tobacco Factory Theatre in Bristol. So I thought I'd get a little bit dressed up. I got some new clothes through the post yesterday, so I'll show you the dress that I'm going to wear as well. The makeup today is going to be hopefully a little bit retro, a little bit early 70s, a little bit Bieber, a bit like the Bieber glam look I did whenever it was that I did that. End of January? Oh my god, the time is going fast, isn't it? So yeah, hopefully it'll be good. I've been a bit out of it recently. I've not really done much makeup, so feels like a bit of a baptism of fire. So yeah, I'm just gonna have a little bit more coffee. Thought I'd try a new angle, show you a little bit more of the room while it's relatively tidy. Oh, this is a new top as well. I've got this. It's got like a racer back thingy at the back, and it's really cool. I'll stand up in a bit and show you. Or maybe not. I'm wearing my grubby pyjamas. Right, makeup. Let's go. Oh, I'm not going to talk. I'm going to do a voiceover. Yeah, I don't want it to take too long. Okay, bye. Okay, so my first step is my new Maybelline Baby Skin Primer. Just using that with the Crown Brush HD Blush Brush, but I'm just using it to just deposit it all over the skin. It's quite a nice primer, really. I'm not quite sure I like the name. It feels kind of weird, baby skin. I am not a baby, nor do I want baby skin. But it's just kind of a silicone-y sort of primer. Oh, this is the MUA colour correcting kit. I'm just going over any red spots with the green. I haven't done that much colour correcting before, so this is it was kind of all a bit new for me, but I think it worked. Just sort of patting it around the edges to just so that there's not a defined line at the edges, just on any little sort of red blemishes. I mean, I've got quite a big red face, I think, so picking out what bits are worth trying to cover up and what bits aren't worth trying to cover up is, I don't know, possibly an exercise in futility, but who knows. I'm just patting that on with a Krylon like filbert brush, just the ones that come in their eyeshadow palettes. They're a bit shitty for eyeshadow, but they're quite good for concealer. Just a flat synthetic brush, basically. I've taken a little bit on my forehead. I don't like to put too much stuff on my forehead because it's so dry. Oh. I've not done much colour correcting before, so this might not work. Do I powder first? I feel like I should powder. I know if then I'm putting cream on top of that. No. Oops. I forgot that I explained that already. Using the Healthy Mix Serum Foundation by Bourjois. Using that same brush again. Not really sure why I used that brush. I just thought I'd give it a go. It's quite fluffy, but it kind of looks a bit like the there's a Real Techniques one that I always see the Pixie Woo girls using, and I thought I'd give that a go in that, see if it would work in a similar way, but I wasn't super happy about the application of my foundation in the end. But then, I don't know, no one's looking at as close to my face as I am, really. No one actually cares what your foundation looks like, really. And if they do, they're probably not going to say. And if they do say, well, fuck 'em. It's your face. I mean, I know we don't have to look at our own faces, but not the point. Coffee break. Yeah, keep smiling, love. Go back to work. Lasting Perfection Concealer by Collection. I've taken to not putting my foundation all the way up to my eye, just so it minimises the amount of product I have under my eyes. Trying to make it crease less, but I've just got some pretty hefty wrinkles under my eyes now. Nearly 30. So it's just happening. Just setting that with some Meron colour set. What's it called? Translucent loose powder on my Royal & Langnickel powder brush, which is very soft. I like that brush. It's nice. Although I think my favourite powder brush is one that I got for £4 from Wilkinson, which for any American viewers is kind of like Target, except it doesn't have clothes. But yeah, £4. It was awesome. It's so soft, it feels like a bunny. Okay, just dotting a bit of concealer around my nose, a little bit on my forehead, on my chin. And kind of packing that in with that brush, which I'm not sure was the best route to go with. I'm still trying to figure out my skin. I'm not very good at skincare. Makeup I'm kind of alright with, but skincare I'm a bit lost with. This is a brow kit by Barry M. I'm using just the sort of creamy highlight shade, just basically to go over my lids, make sure that there's no, soak up any greasiness. Using a Royal & Langnickel, I believe that is the medium shader brush, I think. That's the MUA Undressed palette, and I'm using this matte brown shade. I can't remember for the life of me what the name of it is, but I'm sure you'll figure it out if you have the Undressed palette. Sorry, it's early for me, so I'm a bit bleh. It's just the one sort of matte, dark, beige, mid-brown that they have in that palette, basically. Using the Royal & Langnickel smudger brush to place it in the crease, and then using the blending crease brush from Crown Brush to just blend it out a bit. The nail varnish I'm wearing, I probably should have thought about that. It's by Rimmel. It's in the Kate range. I can't remember what it's called. I can see it from here. I can see the bottle, but I don't want to have to shift around my mic and stuff to try and pick it up and have a look at the name. I got it from, Pound Stretchers anyway, so it's probably not actually even still available. Okay, so taking the Illamasqua Fatale palette, I'm using the violet shade. Again, I probably should have got the names of the shades, but yeah, I didn't. Just taking that over the crease just to warm it up a bit, basically. I kind of wanted to use most of the colours in the Fatale palette, and then thought, how am I going to do this? This was not a thought through look at all. I've taken it through the crease and just on the outside edge. Now I'm taking the red, sort of, pinkish red shade, and putting that over the outer third of the eye. I do blend it over a little bit more afterwards as well. It's just sort of blend that edge and push it a little bit further towards the sort of halfway mark. That's using the smudger. Taking that reddish shade under the eye as well, going all the way along, actually. I've been watching, binge watching Jessica Hayes' channel. I really love her really blown out, grungy eyes, looks. but I'm not convinced of my own skills enough to go for it too much myself. I'm just a bit of a wuss, I think. Just smudging out that bottom line a bit more, blending it out with the blending crease brush from Crown. You probably tell I've only really showed you one eye. I'm not going to bother showing you both all the way through because that's boring. Taking this gold shade from the Fatale palette, which I believe is called Bronx, patting that over the inner part of the eyelid with that medium shader brush from Royal and Langnickel. It's a sort of old gold, I guess. This is a super skinny eye marker from NYX, which I picked up from very.com. And yeah, this was my first attempt at using it. Yeah, it was, it took a while. I'll let you watch and maybe just sing you a little song while you're waiting. This bit's really boring. It's eyeliner and I'm not doing very well. 'Cause I'm kinda shitty at eyeliner. Oh yeah, shitty at eyeliner. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm done. I haven't got any more in me. Wow. You didn't really need to see as much as this. I probably should have edited this down a bit more. But I can't be bothered to do that much chopping up, so this is just what's happening. Shaking it out. I probably could have shortened this a bit, couldn't I? Actually, no, it shows you how much work there is to try and get fucking line with this liner. I don't know, maybe it just takes some practice, but no, I'm not going to talk too much because I know I definitely left in a section where I talk about how hard it was to use. Oh, sorry. I keep yawning. I'm sorry. Oh, here it is. I'm going to start talking, I think, now. The eye off camera. I've got this new NYX super skinny eye marker. I'm not really sure. I mean, it looks okay. It's so hard to use. It feels so dry. There's the tip. So it's really slim, but you don't really get any colour at the end. Like... Okay, that actually doesn't look too bad. But you see there, see? Like... And you have to, like, really push down. And I'm not sure I want to really push down on my eyes. I was hoping I'd be able to just be, like, you know, touch it along. But, I don't know, maybe it just takes a bit of getting used to. Okay, brows. Berry and brow kit, getting my brushes. Okay, taking the angled brush from Makeup Revolution, I think, yeah, to put the sort of tinted pomade section through the brow. Just sort of quite small, flicky-ish motions, not like individual hair motions. I'm not that into that much detail. No one's looking that close at me. So I just sort of fill it in a little bit, keep it tidy, extend a bit. Should have angled that down a little bit more. A bit too flat. Then I'm using a spoolie just to get any excess pomade stuff that's not necessary out. And then I'm using a Wilkinson's cheap as chips, like £1 or something, angle brush, just to take the powder over. I think when I bought this was the only Barry M kit brow kit they had, but I think they do have different shades now. And then I'm spooling over again just to make sure that it's not caked in powder, and just make sure it's all set in place. See, that brow looks rad. Left, well, your left, my right. Yeah, not so much. I like that brow. Taking the So Susan Haute Light pencil, not all the way around, just on the underside. I didn't feel the need to go over the upper edge of the eyebrow. And then using a little shitty brush from Wilkinson's. Oh, and there's a Shopkin. That's my Shopkin. That's the one from my from when I did the Shopkins unboxing. If anyone wants to buy me Shopkins, you are more than welcome. I loved unboxing that Shopkins box, and I want more. My husband refuses to buy them for me. Well, actually, no, that's not true. I asked him to buy them for me, and he was very depressed because apparently he married a 12-year-old. But he actually just couldn't find them when he was in Asda. And there's only so much time a grown, incredibly bearded man can really spend wandering around a supermarket looking for children's toys on his own. Master Smoky pencil in black from Maybelline, taking that along the bottom lash. I need to get a thinner pencil, really. I keep on just smacking it on. It's got a little smudgy end, so I'm using that little smudgy end to, well, smudge it, basically. Using this sort of charcoaly grey, is it Queen of the Night, I think that's called, from the Fatale palette, just over that, and then smudging again with the smudger. On both sides. I decided to show you both sides this time. Makeup Revolution, one blush stick, which is a bronzer called Malibu. Does have a bit of shimmer to it. It's a cream stick bronzer. I didn't set any of the rest of my face with powder, just the under eyes, so I'm going on top with this cream. I've not actually done this technique at all before. I'm not much of a bronzery type person normally, but I thought I'd give it a go. Using that same brush that I did my foundation with, and just sort of buffing it in. I didn't really know what I was doing at this point. It was kind of experimentation, really, to be honest. But I feel like it turned out okay. I think. I mean, you tell me. I did manage to just smear my eyebrow down my face, so I didn't really like how sticky it all was, so I did then put some colour set powder over the top, which probably just covered it up anyway. Time to curl the lashes. Curl the lashes, lashes, curl the lashes. Oh, yeah. Never really know what I'm doing with the lash curlers either. I kind of hold it a bit and then do this sort of pulsy thing and make it, I sort of pretend that I know what I'm doing. I'm using the Fairy Lash Curl Mascara from Jelly Pong and doing one eye at a time just to make sure that the curl doesn't then just go while I'm doing the other side. I do really like this mascara. I was using another Great Lash by Maybelline mascara, and I think I need to throw those away. I think they're just old and a bit clunky. Using the Master Smoky again to just tightline that top lid, the top lip waterline thing. That top bit, basically. And using the Haute Light pencil by So Susan again to just line the waterline. Okay, last part of the makeup. This is the MUA Luxe matte lip lacquer thingy in the shade Kooky. This is kind of old now. It's like a year and a half old, and it's a bit gloopy and shitty. I think I just need to buy a new one. Or spend more money on better quality cosmetics, maybe. I don't know. My lighting is so cool. Not as in, yeah, man, that's cool. But really cool toned in this. It was a bit cloudy outside. I'm still relying on daylight to film these, so that looks a lot more brown. It is actually a purple, but it looks a lot more brown than it does in real life. Also just using a bit of the Bourjois Poudre de Riz, just on that top bit there and a little bit over the cheekbones. It's supposed to be a whole face powder, and I don't understand because it's just entirely shimmer and it looks a bit mad. I did use it all over. Okay, that's the makeup done, and my narration done. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with my hair. To be fair, I quite like how big and messy it is, so I might just put some dry shampoo through it and see how that looks. I'll show you the dress I'm going to wear and the tights and boots in one moment. My narration isn't over, I don't know what I was saying. Okay, so these boots used to belong to my mum. I believe they are Clarks, maybe? Hush Puppies? No, Clarks. This is a new dress from Very. It's got a bell sleeve, a nice floral pattern. It's in a size 20. I'm also wearing black tights. The rings I have on, which you can't see, are my wedding ring, which is an opal, and just an old second-hand kind of pointy ring. I don't really know. And now you're just going to have me tarting about for a bit. Oh, that was when my neighbours came outside, so I kind of rushed inside to not be caught tarting about in the garden. Anyway, that's the end. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe, give me a thumbs up and all of that. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.